Yes guys, and welcome back to another video. So last week you saw how simple and easy it was to clear a yearly wage in just over a couple of weeks, and ever since then we've cleared even more because that was over the last 7 days. So we have cleared even more. At the end of the video, make sure you stay tuned because you're going to see exactly what we do with all of that money. But today we're going to talk more about where money came from, how it works, and where the future of money is going. So every single one of you learn and know how to benefit from exactly the same thing. Let's go. So what we didn't mention last week is what took place during 2008 after the financial crash took place. So what happened then was there was something called cryptocurrency that came out. Bitcoin was the first ever cryptocurrency to come out early 2009. Yeah, it actually was released and tested late 2008, but was being produced and made and created during the whole of 2008. So Bitcoin uses something called blockchain technology. Now, how blockchain technology works is very simple. It's similar to online banking, but a lot safer and is a more encrypted version. Now, that's the reason why it's called cryptocurrency, because it is an encrypted version of money. So what are the benefits of Bitcoin, compared to your standard currency? Now, number one, it's decentralized. That means there is no central government, there is nobody controlling how Bitcoin is moving in and out of economies. There are no borders that take place either. You can send as much Bitcoin as you want across the world, and nobody will ask you a single question. Number two, there's a limited supply. So there's only 21 million Bitcoins ever going to be mined, and I think nearly half of them have been mined, just like gold. So this is the reason why they call this the gold of the internet, whereas your standard fiat currency today, more and more currency is being printed on the daily right now, especially during a crisis like this. More and more currency is just being printed out of the blues. It's coming out of nowhere, but that means the value of it is starting to drop based on supply and demand, which is something we ran through last week on how supply and demand works. And how it's working with Bitcoin is that the supply is remaining the same. There is a limited and fixed supply of 21 million coins, but the demand keeps on increasing and increasing and increasing as more and more people are buying it, using it, and storing it. Number three, it's encrypted. Obviously, we mentioned this before, but it's very, very safe. So encryption is a very safe form of storing data. So anything digital, you cannot backtrack it, you cannot break it down, you cannot, hack into it or anything like that. It is completely safe, and that is how encryption works. So if a transaction takes place, you can't go and remake the transaction or delete the transaction from the blockchain. Once it is in there and encrypted in the blockchain, it is there. It's like tattooing it onto yourself. You can't remove a tattoo unless you go through laser, but still, even then, it's still going to be there. Or it's like writing something into stone, always going to be there. It is there for life. It's encrypted and can never be changed, moved, destroyed, or deleted. It is there. Once it's made and done, it's done. Number four, and the best of all, is that it is a great investment. And this is obviously what we're here to talk about, right? How much of a great investment it is, and how each and every single one of you can also benefit from investing in the cryptocurrency market and in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies that are out there as well, just like myself. So in the last 10 years, it moved up 650,000%, which states that it is the best investment that has ever taken place ever. It's the biggest increase of any asset that has ever landed on planet Earth ever, or ever created or anything. It is the most increased asset of all time. So basically what that means is if you had put in £1, when it first came out, today you would have £650,000 just from £1. How great of an investment is that, right? And you can invest even £1. You can invest a very small amount if you want to. You don't have to buy a whole coin. You don't have to pay the current price right now for a whole coin. If you only have a small amount, you can invest a small amount in it. You will get a partial amount of Bitcoin, no problem. In the last 5 years, it increased by 3,000%. But when it first came out, that was the biggest increase. So I personally invested in 2015, which is exactly 5 years ago, and that was when the price was £400 per coin, which is about $560, per coin. Today, the price is £5,500 or $6,700 per coin. So let's say if I just bought one back then, my £500 has increased to £6,500. Yeah, so if I buy multiple of these, then you can do the maths yourself, how much you would have now worth in assets, right? So how can you make money from Bitcoin? So the best time to have ever invested, and I get asked this all the time, when is the best time to invest in Bitcoin? When is the best time? To be completely honest with you, the best time was in 2009. So we've missed the main best time. But the second best time is today, yeah? Because it is constantly moving up and down in price at all times. But don't invest everything in one go. That would be absolutely stupid. So I'm going to explain to you something called dollar average investing. Now, dollar average investing is something big banks, financial institutions, and large tycoon investors use to still invest to this day into this asset, into multiple cryptocurrencies out there in the world. And you know, other things like gold as well. They do something called dollar average investing. Now, how this works is, let's say you want to invest a round figure of around £10,000. Now, it would be absolutely stupid to put that in all in one go right now at the current price it is at, because of the volatility of how much it moves up and down in price every single day. Because today your coin might be worth £6,500 or $6,500. And tomorrow it could be worth $5,000, yeah, but the day after it could be worth $7,000. So it's constantly moving up and down at all times. So dollar average investing breaks your investment down over a period of time. Now, depending on how far you are looking at cashing out your profits, if you're looking to cash out your profits in about 5 years, use a 1-to-5 ratio at all times. So use your £10,000, split it up into monthly investments every single month in this whole year, and by the end of the 5 years you can cash out your investment, and you would have increased your investment based on all current predictions and projections of very large banks and credible companies. The projection by 2025 is looking to be about $40,000. Yeah, and that is 98% accurate. Yeah, it could be even more depending on the other 2% or 3%. I've seen some places that say 50 to 60%, but I'm going to go by the more conservative approach of $40,000. And based on how it's moved so far, it will easily hit that in the next 5 years. Now, if you're looking at the next 10 years to pull out your investment, which is probably something I'm going to do myself, let's say you invest £10,000 today, split your investment up over the next 2 years. So over the next 2 years, split that £10,000 up into about, let's say, £500 or £400 every single month for the next 2 years. And in 10 years time, that's it, cash out in 10 years time. Keep investing every single month, end of the month, or wherever works best for you, whenever you have that amount available, rather than just chucking it in all in one go, because that would be absolutely stupid and that would be absolutely silly. Now, the projection in 2030 is actually looking to be $100,000, yeah, and that is based on a more conservative approach. I've seen about 150 to 175,000, but I'm going on the lowest number that I have found researching to be the most accurate. So we're looking at about $100,000 minimum, yeah. Like I said, I found research showing $150,000, even $175,000. Yeah, but I'm going, like I said, by the conservative approach. You know, that is an increase of about 1,500%. So if you were to put down even just £1 today, in 10 years time, that £1 will turn into £1,500. Yeah, if you're putting down £10 today, that will turn into £15,000 in 10 years time. Now, that is again going to be another boom and one of the best investments that have ever been made. Yeah. Now, secondly, there are a couple of other coins as well. So don't invest all of your money into Bitcoin. It would be absolutely stupid to invest it all in one go, first of all. And secondly, to invest everything just in the main cryptocurrency, which is Bitcoin. There are other cryptocurrencies out there that are also very safe. Now, the second most reliable cryptocurrency out there right now is Ethereum. And the reason for that is because Bill Gates has created the blockchain. Microsoft have created the Ethereum blockchain. Yeah. So ETH or Ethereum is a very solid cryptocurrency, and that shows big names, big corporations and large institutions have also gone out of their way to invest themselves into something that is absolutely revolutionary, not just to the world but the future of money, and a whole revolution that is going to take place in this world. And thirdly, XRP or Ripple. Now XRP is one of my favorite coins, so I'll actually do another video on that, so make sure you smash the like button if you do want me to do another video on that, and make sure you drop me a comment as well in the comments bar below. But yeah, I'm going to share a link if none of you have ever invested in Bitcoin before, the Coinbase down below. A lot of people ask me, where do I buy these cryptos from? It's very, very easy, very simple. You just download the Coinbase app or click on the link below and, you know, connect up your card and buy it as time goes on. Like I said, don't invest everything in one go. Yeah, don't invest the whole amount in one go. Split it up over many, many months. Yeah, we are not in the stage of 2009. We're not in the last 5 to 10 years anymore. We need to be very, very smart with our money. And they say even, you know, the smartest investors make the most money, not the heaviest investors. The heaviest investors are also known to lose the most of money. I would say go and do your research first before you even invest a single penny into the cryptocurrency world and markets, because that's exactly something I did. I didn't put in a single pound or penny until I went out of my way to understand exactly what it is that I'm buying, investing in, how it all works, and how I'm going to cash out, and what the projections are looking at. And when I invested about 5 years ago, the projections weren't looking this crazy. They were only looking to double. Literally, they were only looking to go from £500 to £1,000, and that was enough for me, to be honest. Yeah, so I put in a bit of money, as much as I could afford at the time. I went in at the time, I thought that was heavy, but now looking at the kind of figures I was earning 5 years ago, it's kind of nothing to me now. So I have been investing over time, and I'm still investing to this day. But I don't personally invest monthly. I actually invest weekly into the cryptocurrency market. So, you know, if you're able to do exactly the same, I would also suggest doing exactly the same. So I have a great portfolio of coins, and they're actually stored away on something called a Nano Ledger S. Yeah, so if you're investing anything upwards of around 30, 40, 50,000 pounds, I would definitely suggest taking your wallet offline and getting yourself a Nano Ledger S and keeping it in a very, very safe place. So other than that, let's go to the end of the video. So as promised, we said we would do something with that money that we have withdrawn. So out of that £33,000 we had made in the last couple of weeks, we've withdrawn £16,000. Now out of that £16,000, we're giving away £10,000. Now where are we giving this away and who to? Now a lot of people ask me to do a giveaway to some of the followers. A lot of people ask me to do a giveaway to some subscribers. But today we are actually giving this away through the Goldmount Foundation to the NHS Healthcare. Now we're living in a bit of a pandemic. We're living in a bit of a bad scenario at the moment. You see what is taking place across the world. And we're donating £10,000 to the NHS just because, you know, they are our health carers for the UK. You know, they're going out of their way, they are risking their lives, and so many of them are also dying in the process, whereas they're the only ones literally who are going out of their way for us and helping every single one of us. If it's possible, please guys, stay at home. It really, really, really helps the situation so much. You don't understand how great these NHS health carers, you know, are pushing themselves, how heroic they are every single time they wake up, every single day. They could not literally come home the next day. Yeah, they might actually catch the virus themselves one day, you know, helping other people in hospitals, helping other people who are suffering from the virus, and they could also catch it themselves anytime. They are exposed to it more than any one of us are exposed to it. So look, this week's donation, or this month's donation, is going out £10,000 through the Goldmount Foundation directly to the NHS charity. And we thank every single one of you health carers. If you did like this video, if you did like this donation, make sure you smash the like button, make sure you subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next video.